My name is Christian Burchard. I am German-trained furniture maker originally, and sculptor and woodworker and woodturner, and in love with wood, in love with the different approaches that I can find working with this really amazing material. Here I'd like to introduce you to a piece that I created. It's called Another Literary Dynasty, and it's quite interesting that I use a material that this is made from Pacific Madrone, which is a wood that grows on the northwest coast and here in Oregon where I live. And I use the roots from this material and create these books. Now, Native Americans do revere this tree very much. It is considered a tree of knowledge, integrity, strength. And here I am taking that, and books are made from paper, but there's a whole nother step, of course, in there. So I'm taking this material. These are cut from roots. In this area, madrone is mostly used for firewood, but it does large root balls, and I cut them, trim them with chainsaws and with the bandsaw, and I don't remove material here. What I do is I take a block and I cut it on the bandsaw and cut the pages while it is wet, and then it goes either just gets air dried or it goes in the microwave to help open it up, heating it up and getting the moisture from the inside out, and then I put wedges inside, open it up. But the form itself, the undulation of the pages, happens as it slowly dries. So I don't really interfere with any of that. And once they're dried, I just sandblast them, sand through the edges, and I bleach them, which is important to me because it's like in black and white photography. You take one of the colors, one of the pieces of information away. In this case, you take the strong color away. Even this out so that you can see the textures, the surface much more closely. And you will always on these see some bandsaw marks. Texture is very important. I love making things smooth and fine, but to leave this kind of texture that happens by itself, that is created by the stresses that are revealed in the tree, the stresses that can come out, which is the strength of this amazing material. And it's taken me a long time to be able to work this way because, we call it predictable unpredictability. I work with the material, I have an idea what it will do. I take control and then I step away, let it do its thing, and then I come back and, in this case, bleach. And then when it is finished on it, when I see how they work together, I bring this burning pattern in there, which is just created with a little glowing kind of spiral, and I do it. It looks like writing, it isn't, it could be, and they are connected as a family, as they all have that kind of burning pattern in that way on it. There's a lot of different possibilities. The more undulating, the rougher the surface, the more I have to be careful with the burning. So I try to stay, make that really careful. Whoops. And then create these pieces together. But as I said, the texture is different on all of them. There's never two books alike because each one comes from a different part of the root. There were stresses. The root is what held the tree up. And so the stresses inside show themselves as the wood kind of dries. Sometimes there's little cracks, there's little fixing happening, and it shows it's like a book that's been around for a while. To me, it feels there's already an age to it. They have been through years of use, and here they are showing themselves. As I said, a small dynasty has been created. There's new ones coming, there's little ones, and thank you for listening, and